Are you? How are you guys? I hope y'all did the replay for this morning. It was good. This morning was something special. I was running behind. We didn't get started till like 8, but it was worth it. It was really, really good. It was good. Y'all got to go listen to the replay if you haven't already. I know it's going to really do you too. Hello, twin. Hey, my sister J. Gill. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. So listen. I hope everybody had a great day today. Today has been a wonderful day, a wonderful, blessed day. Yes. Any day above ground is an excellent, blessed day. Yes, sir. You better know that's right. Hello, Marianne Watson. Hey, Wonder D. Hey, Aries for Life. Hey, ADHD. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance was made for, I'm just kidding, I'm slow down. For fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hello, Sister Lawanda. Hello, Yo-Yo That Girl. Hey. Hello, 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 Yolanda. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Let me make sure. Let me go up right quick. Make sure I didn't miss anybody before I get to the bottom. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Samuel, J. Gill, ADHD, Aries for Life, Wanda, Marianne Watson, Yo-Yo, That Girl, Yolanda. So did all of you guys get a notification? Let's start there. So I can make sure that my notifications are going out. Hello, Sister Ozella and Joanne. The notifications going out. Nikki G, hey. Make sure it's not buffering. It's me, Riri, hey. How's everybody? I have an interesting topic for us this evening. Marianne Watson is speaking to everybody in the chat. Hello, Bushwatchers. Hey, Bone Collectors. Hey. So, is it cold where you guys are? I think the highest it got here today was 53 or 54. So, it's here, guys. It's here. I was trying to decide what I wanted to cook for dinner. Did I want chili or soup? I like both of those on cold days. It's me, Riri, said, nope. It's not cold here. Tracy said, our high was 58. Ooh. Hello, Daniel Berry. Hi, Sports Highlight. Hey. So is anybody else experiencing cold weather? Let's keep lifted the people in Jamaica, y'all. You guys know I visited Jamaica last year. It's beautiful, beautiful island. White sand beaches. It was beautiful, beautiful. So let's keep them lifted in prayer. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I'm debating. Everybody hit the like button for me. 74 people in the bushes. Um, 20 likes. So let it catch up. That's right, Sister J. Gill. Y'all run them lights up. Run them lights up. Today is the 28th. We'll have 3 more days in the month of October. And it'll be out of here. We'll be in November. It seems like the last 3 months of the year really be rolling by really fast. Joanne is speaking to Mike, Mr. Samuel. Tracy said, hey, Joanne. Maya says, yo, yo, yo. It's me, Riri, said, my dad's heavenly birthday. Thank you, LaWanda, for the gift. So is that today? It's me, Riri, or happy heavenly birthday to your father? Oh, okay. So I was trying to see that I want to share the live before I got started. Um, to make sure everybody is getting their notification. So let me go out for 1 second here. And then I will tell you guys what my topic is for this evening. It's an interesting topic. Oh, okay, I didn't do it right. Wait a minute. Sometimes I forget how to do it. Let me see. How do you do it? Okay, not that. Let me see. How do I do it? Okay, I got it. Wait a minute. Hello, Laverne. So let me see if I touch that, what that means. So what I wanted us to discuss this evening, guys, was that Laverne is speaking to LaWanda is speaking to Laverne. Ozella is speaking to ADHD. Everybody send hello to the Bushwatchers. Everybody hit that like button. Aw. ATV Vaughn. Hello, Sheila Kimbrew. Guys, let me see. Wait a minute here. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it. I got it, you guys. I thought this would be a great subject and everybody would be interested in it since it's coming up. Okay. So here we go. This is what I have for us today. I thought it would be interesting to discuss the meaning of the pagan holiday Halloween. Because some people don't know where it originated from. Only thing they know is a day that children go out and trick or treat and get candy. But I wanted to know, so I Googled it, and I came up with some very interesting information. ATV Vaughn said, I do. So let us hear what it says about Halloween. The meaning of Halloween has roots in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which marked the transition from summer to winter and the blurred boundary between the world of the living and the dead. The celebration involves warring off spirits through bonfires and costumes. And this core evolves over centuries with Christians observant like All Saints Day, All Hallow Day, and modern day secular tradition like trick or treating, which together have shaped Halloween into a blend of spooky, fun, and remembrance. They believe the boundary between the living and the dead blurs on the night of October the 31st, allowing ghosts to return to Earth. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. I lost my mother October the 30th. That's when she went to live with the Lord. And on her deathbed, I was praying so hard that if she was going to cross over, I wanted her to cross over before Halloween, because I had heard that Halloween on the 31st was the day that the living and the dead blurred on the night of October the 31st, allowing ghosts to return to the earth. And I didn't want her spirit to be caught up and mixed up in all of that. So I prayed for the Lord to take her. If he was going to take her, let it be before Halloween. And he did. It was the 30th at, listen to this, guys, 11:15, 11:30 p.m. Yeah. Isn't that something? Yes. Yes. So the people, they burnt bonfires and they wore costumes to ward off evil spirits. To protect themselves, people wore costume and light bonfires, sometimes disguised in animal skin. Divination The event was also a time of divination, as the Celts believed they could communicate with the dead and predict the future. That is why I do not celebrate Halloween, guys. So, any questions, anybody? Oh, for real, ATV? ATV Vaughn said, my mom has a story of delivering him or her before Halloween because of the same reason. It's amazing how some of us think so similar. It blows my mind. I know that it started way back centuries ago. Hey, Dana. Hey, Princess Strickland. Hey, Starbird 68. So do anybody have any stories relating to Halloween that they want to share with the group? Make sure I got everybody. I think I did. So we shall carry on. Starburst 6, they said, I don't do Halloween, Christmas, or Easter. So are you Jehovah's Witness? Or do you just don't celebrate those days? Because I celebrate Christmas and I celebrate Easter. Halloween is one of the days I don't celebrate. I don't celebrate Columbus Day and Washington Day and Lincoln Day and all of that. I don't celebrate those days, but Christmas and Easter, yeah, I do. I'm leaning because I'm trying to read everybody's comment. Okay.
Participate in the exact rituals that witches, pagans, and Satanists celebrate as their high holy day, all in the name of fun. Before you put a costume on your child,
I want you guys to hear this.
The kingdom of...
Okay, so let me see, can I start it back at the very beginning? This is the untold story, the untold history of Halloween. We're not going to hear it all, but we're just going to listen to a little bit of it.
Halloween is the only night of the year where Christians voluntarily participate in the exact rituals that witches, pagans, and Satanists celebrate as their high holy day, all in the name of fun. Before you put a costume...
So witches, Satan, and what else he said? All come together on Halloween and celebrate it as a holiday for witches, Satan, and ghosts. What else did he say, guys? So listen.
Your child, ask yourself, why does the kingdom of darkness and the church celebrate the same night? Why do covens fast and pray for power? Why believers hand out candy dressed as angels and demons? What if the enemy hasn't hidden Halloween from Christians? He's recruited us into it. Tonight, we're pulling off the mask and exposing why this is not a holiday heaven recognizes and why hell loves that the church does. We're going to unpack all of it, the history, the origins, and everything in between, right after this.
All right now. Woo. I didn't know that. Did anybody know that? That Christians have come together and celebrate this unholy day.
Into the history and origins of probably one of the most controversial former Christian, maybe Christian, not sure Christian holidays called Halloween. It's a controversial subject for sure, and in my opinion, it should not be. It should be black and white if we know our scriptures. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to dive into this topic. We're going to find out, should Christians celebrate this Hallows
Hello,
Eve
classy lady,
evening
Nick
or
underscore.
not? And if so, how do we do it? So
Hemisphere.
buckle up, my friends, because we're going to dive into the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth
Come on now.
right now.
All
If we're
right.
going to dive into the history of Hallows Eve, or better known as Halloween, we have to go all the way back to a pagan festival called Samhain. Samhain is where it all begins.
Samhain.
According to the Encyclopedia
I thought it was
Britannica,
Sam.
in ancient Britain and Ireland, the Celtic festival of
I must
Samhain
put it in the
Eve was
chat, how
observed
they
on
spell it.
October 31st at the end of the summer. It was the occasion for one of the ancient fire festivals when huge bonfires were set on hilltops to frighten away evil spirits. By the way, the origin of the word bonfires comes from bone
How do you
fires. They would
pronounce that?
literally burn bones in fires to ward off or to attract evil spirits. The souls of the dead were thought to revisit their homes on this day, and the autumnal festival acquired sinister significance with ghosts, witches, hobgoblins, black cats, fairies, and demons of all kinds said to be roaming about. In addition, Halloween
let's
was
rock.
thought to be the most favorable time for divinations concerning marriage, luck, health, and death. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The Encyclopedia Britannica goes on to say that Samhain was one of the most important and
Samhain.
sinister calendar festivals of the entire Celtic year. At Samhain, which was held on November 1st, the world of the gods was believed to be made visible to mankind, and the gods played many tricks on their mortal worshippers.
Whoa.
It was a time fraught with danger, charged with fear, and full of supernatural episodes. Sacrifices and propitiations of every kind were thought to be vital, for without them, the Celts believed they could not prevail over the perils of the season or counteract the activities of the deities. Samhain was an important precursor to Halloween. Now, before we go any further, I think it's important to bring up a quote by Anton LaVey, who wrote the Satanic Bible and is the founder of the Church of Satan. He says this, and I quote, "The two major satanic holidays are Walpurgisnacht and Halloween, which is All Hallows Eve. They believe that this is their high holy day of the year, and Christians stole it." And I'm going to prove to you that he is absolutely right. Now let's move along the timeline from the time of the Celts to the time of the Romans. After conquering the Irish and the Celts in the 1st century, Samhain began to get mixed with two other Roman feasts for the dead, Pomona Day and Feralia. Feralia was held on February 21st and was the day to honor the dead. But like other Roman holidays, it was filled with drunkenness and orgies. Pomona Day, November 1st, was a day to honor the goddess Pomona, the goddess of fruit, trees, and fertility. And guess what her symbol was? The apple. Very clever from the enemy, if you ask me. But now, moving forward again on the timeline, we get to the Catholic Church, having already multiple days for remembering dead saints and martyrs.
So is this interesting to you guys or not? Hello, Miller Miss. I just always just want to know, when we're celebrating things, we should always know why and where they did originate from. And it makes me go back to Boots on the Ground. Do anybody know where that song came from? I think somebody tried to tell me, but I forgot what they said. Where did that song come from? Where did it originate from? And how did it just spread so fast? And why was everybody so drawn to it? Like it was like a psychosis. Everybody just hypnotized with that song. When they heard that song, it just made people go crazy. It just made people go crazy when they hear that song. I'm like, man, why they acting like that? And what got me the most with the Boots on the Ground song is when the little girl, she could just pop that thing and do that thing so good, honey. And the guy, even the grown men was going crazy. This little girl, well, how old was that little girl, y'all? 5 or 6? Miss somebody, they called her. I can't think of her name because I didn't fall into it. But what was the little girl name that was all on the TV and everything? Who was doing the Boots on the Ground dance? What was her name? Miss who? What they call her? Miss Shirley? Did they say Miss Shirley? Miss Shirley, honey, Miss Shirley was like 5 or 6 years old, had grown men coming from miles and miles away to come take picture with her. Now, these same men probably got grandchildren her age, won't take a picture with them, but they traveling 2 and 3 hours on road to come and take a picture with a baby. Grown men. So I thought there was something wrong with that. I thought it was something wrong. That's all. We just have to be careful with the tricks of the enemy. What we let ourselves be okay about. Blase, so accepting of everything that comes down the chute. We have to like, wait a minute, that's not right. But I don't know how much of this we're going to listen to, but I will listen to a little bit more.
It was agreed that there should be one day for All Saints. So with the backing of the Roman government, it was decided to, quote, whitewash the Roman Day of the Dead and turn it into the day of remembering and praying to dead saints. Something I should point out is completely forbidden in Scripture. But I digress. Now, the name was changed from Feralia to All Saints Day, and the date was changed to kill two birds with one stone. May 13th, 609 AD, Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome in commemoration of all Christian martyrs. All Saints Day was born. So what the Pope did was took the Pantheon, which was dedicated to many different gods in Rome, and whitewashed it, put a little holy water on it, and rededicated it to the God Yahweh, the God of the Bible. This, again, is completely forbidden, as we're going to find out here shortly. Now, why May 13th? Where did that come from? Well, the Roman Lemuria festival was a major pagan festival where the head of the household would get up at midnight and perform a ritual to exorcise and remove dead spirits from his home. Now, this dates all the way back to the 6th century BC. From here, it was moved again back to Samhain's Day. Noticing that the Celts are still celebrating Samhain on October 31st through November 1st, Pope Gregory III in 741 AD moved All Saints Day to November 1st to dedicate the new All Saints Chapel in St. Peter's, Rome, and at the same time making an effort to Christianize the pagan feast of the same day. This is called syncretism, where you take a pagan festival and say, hey, we've got to figure out a way to get the pagans to stop celebrating this. Let's just take it over, Christianize it, and dedicate it to Christ. That's something that is totally forbidden in scriptures. And this is exactly what they did with Christmas. And if you want to learn more about that, you can watch December 25th on Trial right here, or click the link in the description. Then in 988 AD,
Okay, so he's going way back to me. I didn't want him to get that deep, but I did want to hear more about Halloween. I wanted to hear more about Halloween because I know it's coming up in 3 days, and a lot of people just like the candy. They like to give a celebration to the children, but I didn't know that the church combined a holy day with the Day of the Dead and put it together, and they felt as though the Christian church stole their holiday. Devil worshiper, they felt as though the Christian had stole their holiday. This is what we're listening to right here on the origin of the Halloween. So I hope that helped somebody who didn't know where it came from and why we celebrate it, and is it a good day to celebrate. But just the reading what I read about, it blurs the boundaries between the world of the living and the dead. So blur in this sense means to open up a channel or open up a portal where the living and the dead coexist. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting for us to know. That's very interesting for us to know. So I don't know how many of us have grandkids, but my grandkids, their parents don't really let them celebrate, but in a way, it's still a celebration. Even with my church, because they don't let the kids go door to door asking for candy, but they still do something at the church every year. We pass out candy. We have bobbing for apples. We have a hayride. We do a lot of stuff, to keep the kids safe. So that's still celebrating. When you guys agree with that, that's still celebrating it. So you have to either take a stand and not celebrate it at all, or just celebrate it. I don't see a gray in that. I don't see a gray in that. So did I speak to everybody, Gloria Wiley? I don't see a gray in that. So that was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you guys are already have went out and got your turkey? I was looking at some turkeys today, guys, and it's just me and my brother, so I don't never get too big of a turkey. I always get one that can feed between 5 and 8. So that's one of the smaller ones. That's one of the smaller ones. And did you guys take us up on that, what we talked about yesterday evening before we ended our live about helping a family or feeding somebody? If you cook heavy like I do, maybe you can fix a plate for a homeless person or a homeless person family. Because I do have enough that I can feed a family of 4, including my household. I know I can do that. I know I can do that. I might not have the funds where I can go out and buy, food for anybody, but I'm thinking that, if you want to give a homeless person money, then what just popped in my mind is, how are they going to prepare it if they don't have a place to live? So that don't make any sense like that. So if we're going to help, I think it'll be wise to just cook it for them, prepare the meal for them. You guys know here in the state of Georgia, we do this Feed the Hungry, and it was created and started with this civil rights pioneer by the name of Jose Williams. And it's been going on for over 50 years, where they rent out the cafeteria of the this big jailhouse, and they have a real big kitchen, and they go there and they cook all the food, and then they take it. They used to take it to this place we call the Atlanta Stadium. It's a very big baseball stadium that the Braves, our Atlanta Braves, used to be their stadiums before they moved to somewhere else to play. And they feed hundreds and thousands of people every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and Easter. So they really do it 4 times a year. Sheila Kimberly say deep fried turkey can wait. That sounds so good. Sheila, deep fried turkey sounds so good. Hello, Lynette Tapman. Nicole say, hello, beautiful Granny Chat. Excuse me for my tardiness. All is good over here, baby. We do not sweat the small stuff. We do not sweat the small stuff over here, girl. Marianne said, they're still celebrating it. Yes, it's still celebrating it. They said that, so what we're going to do, we're going to keep the kids safe. So instead of them taking the chance of going trick-or-treating, knocking on strangers' doors and asking for candy, and they getting all type of razor blades and apple, drugs, looking like candy. So they just decided that if we must, if the kids going to go out and do it anyway, let's give them a safe environment. So I get it. I get it. Marianne Watson says she liked the costume and she liked giving away the candy. Y'all, when it comes to grown-ups, what I used to like when I was younger about Halloween is the masquerade parties. I used to love that. I used to love to go to the masquerade parties and watch everybody with their different costumes. I thought that was just so much fun before I understood the meaning behind it. Then I had to walk away from that. But it all made sense to me. Did you all watch the movie Halloween, Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween 3? Those movies right there. When I first paid attention to the word is Halloween 2. Do you all remember Halloween 2? When I think Halloween 1 was about Jason, right, guys? Jason or Michael Myers? Which one, guys? I think Jason or Michael Myers. I don't know. But anyway, 1 was a scary movie. Everybody was scared of that movie. But 2 was talking about, it went to the meaning of the word. And that's when I started paying attention to the word, because the movie was so far off the mark from what we had saw. I don't know whether that was 2 or 3, but it was like, huh? Because it was no Jason in the movie. And, you know, it was Michael Myers for Halloween, said Tracy. Okay, Michael Myers was Halloween. Okay. And so the movie Halloween 2 or 3 was talking about the evilness of that holiday, of that day. And so that's when I started really paying attention to that word. I had never paid any attention to that word, because as a child, we celebrated Halloween. So 18, 20s, that's when the movies Halloween started coming out. And that's when I started paying attention to that word. But before then, I didn't even think about it. It was just something that we was brought up doing, and we just continued to do it. Yes, Lynette, I am on. Starburst said, the mix Christ's birthday with the pagan god Nimrod. Okay. Starburst 68 know a little something, guys. That's good. Class lady was saying that the little girl is famous. Oh, she been famous. She was famous when she was doing that dance. They made her famous doing that dance. But I was watching something on social media. They was talking about how they just had took away the innocence of the dance, and the little girl. They had her dancing with this stripper lady, this Playboy Barney. They just doing too much. They had this little 5-year-old girl dancing with this lady, and all of these men coming out to see them, you know. So they just took all of that away. And so that's why I made comment on what I was talking about. Yo, that girl said, to each his own. I don't celebrate Halloween. That's right. I never tried to discourage anybody, because I celebrated it when I was a kid, you know. And so that's why I don't try to discourage anybody. Like you said, to each his own, you know, but we're just having a discussion about where it originated from, the meaning of the word. So for people that don't know, and people like myself like to be enlightened about different things. So that's what this is all about. Nothing to discourage or deter. I'm not rallying behind anybody that celebrated, because I did when I was young. But you know, you live and you learn. And I learned, and after I learned the meaning behind it, it was a conscious decision that I made on my own that I didn't want to celebrate it. And so that's it. It's just that cut and dry for me. Um, Dana said, I like the beat to the boot. I know everybody loved it, baby. Everybody. It was just so captivating. It would draw you in. It would draw you in. So you're not the only one. You're not the only one. That song spread it like wildfire, honey. Everybody was patting their feet and bobbing their head. Church people, everybody, old people, young people, everybody, black people, white people, everybody was dancing to that song. So, Tater, hey Tater Bug. Granny again, laugh out loud, said Tater. Let's see what Tater laughing at. Tater, what you laughing at, Tater? What is Tater Bug laughing at? Was that your first comment, Tater Bug? Because I didn't see you when I was speaking to everybody. Anything. I got that right. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Granny. Hey, Granny again. Laugh out loud. Michelle P. Okay, wait a minute. Lynette said, Granny didn't know you. Okay, Michelle said, good evening. Les Ross say her church do a truck or treat. What is that, Les Rock, a truck or treat? They fill the truck up with candy or stuff and anybody can go get what they want. What is a truck of treat? It's almost self-explanatory, right? A truck of treat. Tracy. Richard say, have a nice night. Yes, have a great evening. Hey, Lisa. How are you? So I didn't come to stay a long time, guys. I just want to touch base with you guys and say hey and see how everybody's doing. Touch a little bit on Halloween and see how everybody's day was. My day was good. Thank you, Michelle P. Thank you for the gift. See if my sister need anything or want to talk about anything in particular. That's what they call it. Now that is what they call it. Sheila. Hello, Brenda. Brenda said she loved the remake. Oh, I haven't heard the remake. With Fantasia. Okay, I got to go check it out. Hey, Danielle. Hey. So y'all tell me before y'all leave me, because I haven't ate anything. Of course, you guys know that. But I can't think of anything to eat. So name some of the things that you guys are cooking today or have already eaten. I went and bought a cabbage and I bought some butternut squash. Do anybody know about the butternut? The butternut squash. I love butternut squash. ATV Vaughn say pizza. I ate so much pizza, ATV, that I don't even care about it anymore. I would eat it if somebody presented it to me, but I just don't. I don't buy store-bought pizza or go to Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John, Little Caesar, Pizza Hut. I don't Marco's. I don't have every pizza there is to have. I even went to New York and tried pizza. I even went to New York and tried pizza. So we had Johnsonville bacon and cheddar brats. That sounds good, Tracy. Not a truck or treat. It's a truck or treat. People have their trunks up and give out the candy from the trunk. Oh, that's so cool. I am eating a salad and vegetable soup. Oh, that sounds good. I am a little under the weather. I hope you feel better, Sister Lisa. Michelle say, I was lazy tonight. I had McDonald's. Y'all, I haven't ate McDonald's. I stopped eating McDonald's about 15, 20 years ago. I think I might have had it once in over 20 years, and we was on the road. But I stopped eating McDonald's for no reason. The taste left me. The taste left me. Miller Mills, oh, that sounds good. Vegetable soup sounds good tonight. ATV said, that's my favorite food, pizza. Nikki say, we call it trunk or treat. Guys, I have never heard of that before, but that is so cool. What part of the world do you guys live? I know Les Rock live in Florida, so you guys seem to be familiar with that, but I never heard of that before. Trunk of treat. I never heard of that, but like I said, it's self-explanatory, so I can kind of like figure out what you're saying. I said, put all your candy in a truck, and the children get the candy from the truck, but you guys say it's trunk. So yeah, it's all the same. It's a truck, and you using it, and you putting the candy in that. So okay. So let's keep going, guys. Hello, Denise Wallace. Hello, Kitty Lover. Kitty Lover said, I'm making tacos. You know what? I do have some tacos. I got some frozen dinners too, guys. Not frozen dinners like that. I got Marie Chandler, fettuccine. I got that. I have shrimp fried rice. And so I might do one of those. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Thank you. Sheila said I had cornbread. Oh, now Sheila, you finna get me now. You finna get me now. I might go and skin that butternut squash and chop it up, guys, and throw it in the oven and roast it. Drizzle a little honey on it. Oh my God. You guys don't know about the butternut squash? I didn't see anybody say anything. Do you all know about the butternut squash? Woof. Y'all gotta know about the butternut squash. I don't blame you. After tonight, I won't probably. It's no, somebody say pinto beans and ham hocks with macaroni and cheese, green. Oh, baked chicken. I was off today. Girl, you know, showed out. Do you live close to me? Do you live close to me? Golly, that's a meal right there. That's a meal right there. Oh, wow, stubborn. Look, y'all know Granny ain't ate. So everything sounded good. Look what Strawberry cooked, y'all. Beef liver. Oh, my goodness. With rice and gravy. Oh, my God. That used to be my favorite meal growing up. Beef liver with onion gravy, yes, and buttermilk biscuit. That was the favorite meal in our household. Kitty Lover said we do trunk or treat here too. And is that Panama or Pennsylvania? What is PA, guys? Help me out. I'm in North Carolina. Okay, guys, because I never heard of that. Okay. pinto beans, ham hock, macaroni and cheese. Girl, that sounds so good. I was about to do that Sunday and I talked myself out of it. We in Texas do that from the trunk also. Okay, guys, come on now. Educate Granny, because I never heard of that. Princess Strickland say, we in Texas do that from the trunk also. Nick underscore say, yes, Florida. Dory Wallace say, yep. Tracy, have you guys heard of that? In Illinois, trunk or treat. Lynette say, I made old-fashioned burgers and fries. That sounds good. Guys. I got steak, I got potatoes, I got crab legs, I got shrimp. I got plenty, but I just don't know what I want. Crab legs will be quick with shrimp. That'll be quick. I have spaghetti, but I'm thinking about that butternut squash though. That's what I'm thinking about. Princess say, Nikki G, FedEx me a plate. Me too. Now look, Princess Strickland, you wasn't supposed to ask before me. Tracy said, butternut squash is great. Yes, it is. Nick underscore say, Publix chicken for us tonight. I love Publix chicken. I talked myself out of Popeyes, guys. I talked myself out of it. Classy lady say, trunk or treat is when the children trick or treat from people's truck, from church and organization. They go from trunk to decorate their truck. Oh, I bet that is so awesome. Mike said, hey, Starbird, I love liver and onion with gravy on rice. Tracy think it's nuts for eating it. Oh, wow. I forgot cornbread. I made that too. Wow. Woo, girl, you got down. I haven't heard of trunk or treat, Granny. Neither have I. Sheila say, yes, as Granny. Butternut squash, my favorite. Oh, come on now. Nikki G said, I'm full. Oh, girl, don't make me jealous. Stubborn said, yes, I do too. Mike, I love liver and gravy. I do too. I love cooking in the wintertime, says Kid Lover. Lisa said, I never had butternut squash. Now I am curious. Oh, you can boil it, but I cook mine in the oven like a sweet potato. It has the flavor of a sweet potato. I chop it up into large cubes because I love a good bite. And I chop it up into large cubes. You take it and you take a potato. I take a potato peeler and I take all the skin off of it, all the way. And then I chop it into large cubes and throw it in the oven for about 45 minutes. You drizzle a little olive oil on it if you choose, and just sort of give you a nice toasty brown bake. It's really good. And then once it's done, it got a hint of sweetness on it, but not overbearing. But I like to drizzle mine with a little honey. And talking about, it's a whole meal by itself. Hello, beautiful Roy the Queen. Tracy said, me either, Lisa. You never tried butternut squash? Wait a minute. Let me see, where are we? Yes, as Granny, butternut squash is my favorite. Lisa say, I never had butternut squash. Now I'm curious. Tracy said, me either, Lisa. Kid Lover said, in Pennsylvania. Okay, Pennsylvania. Gloria Wallace say, hey, sisters. LaWanda. Let's see what LaWanda's saying about. Where's your name again? Where's LaWanda? LaWanda speaking to everybody. Roy the Queen is speaking to LaWanda and Tracy. So you got, hey, Glennis. You guys have gave me, y'all know I got some beef liver in my freezer, right? I got some beef liver and I make the best gravy, guys. My brother asked me today, do I know how to make lasagna? I said, bro, your sister can make everything. That was my son's favorite dish. I used to make lasagna on a regular, but the ingredients is so expensive. I used to pay $50 for just the ingredients, guys. So that's why I backed up off of making lasagna as regular as I used to make lasagna all the time. All the time. Yes. I wanted us to try to do a cook-off, some type of cook-off. And I don't know, I've been trying to figure out how could we pull it off because we live so far apart from each other. Who would try our food? Who would try our food? How can we pull off a cook-off, guys? Because Mary Ann Watson said, I love lasagna. Lisa Clark said, oh my God, beef liver, delicious. That's right. I don't know how we would pull it off because if I get my sons to be my judge, of course, I'm going to win on my end because they love all of my food. And I'm sure that you guys are the same way. So how in the world could we do a cook-off or a bake-off or, I don't know how that would look. I don't know how that would look, guys. So if anybody have any suggestion, I know how we can do the talent show. Now, the talent show, we can all go live. We can pull the voices in and let people come up on the panel or on the Zoom call and sing. And that's how we can win with the talent show. So I know how we can do that. And we have had plenty of game nights. So we know how to pull that off. We don't have plenty of cash giveaways, so we know how to do a quiz to give away cash. But how can we do a cook-off? Because it seems as though we got a lot of great cooks over here. We got a lot of great cooks over here. What would that look like? We got to think about that one. But thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. I love seeing you guys and interacting with you guys on a daily. If you guys have anything y'all want to say to each other before we end this live, any questions, anything's going on in the news that you guys think would be a great subject. Guys, 47 had a meeting today with all of his people. All of his people that he put in office alongside of him. And they was praising him and giving him all his accolades, undeserved. Talking about how we're in a better place. The world is in a better place in the last 8 months since he has become president. And I just can't understand. I heard that he's trying to run for a third term. I can't understand how he is president over everything and he is not willing to make any type of executive decision when it comes to Social Security, when it comes to Medicaid, when it comes to SNAP, any type of government assistance. I don't see why he is not forthcoming. As don't y'all worry about those things right there. I got y'all. I'm not going to let the government shut down. And why are they talking about, this is what I don't understand. Why is they putting all the burden on the Democrats when they are in charge of everything? I just don't understand that. Somebody help me to understand that. When they're controlling all three houses, how can they come out and tell the people that it's the Democrat fault that the government shut down? Y'all know when the Democrats was in office and they was talking about a government shutdown, Biden stepped in there and said, we're not going to let the government shut down. We're going to do what we're going to do. The Democrats went to bowing down to those Republicans so they would come on into the table so they could make it happen to prevent us from having a government shutdown. Now, I don't understand why people cannot see that it is not the Democrats that's prolonging and that is dragging their feet, because when they had control, they did not let it happen. And if it did, it was for like a day. And they changed, they got those people to the table. And you guys know that the Republicans are very stubborn. The Republicans is a very stubborn party. They want everything to go their way. When the Democrats was in control, the Republicans was putting out what they wanted to take place before they sit down and negotiate with the Democrats. And they didn't care one way or another whether the government got shut down or not. But the Democrat was wanting so hard not to let it go down, not to let the government go down, because they know how many people that it was going to hurt. But the Republicans do not feel that away. They do not carry that. They do not carry that sensitivity towards the people. Surely everybody got to see this. They got to see this. The Republicans saying, well, we can't get them to come to the table. See, but the Democrats is thinking about when it was our turn and when we was in charge, we had to bow down to some of you guys, some of the things that you guys was asking for. And before y'all came to the table with us, now we're asking you guys to protect Medicaid, SNAP, these government assistance program, what else? The military, you know, all of these people, the government job, the Democrats want them to protect those things, and they're like, they're not interested. We're not going to do any of that. If you don't agree with what we're saying, we're not going to come to the table, but they keep telling everybody it's the Democrats. So what do you all think about that before we end this live? Because that is some crazy stuff. You all got to remember, you guys got to remember when they was talking about a government shutdown and the Democrat ruled, they had to agree to stuff that they did not agree with just to get the Republican to the table. Okay? Yeah, if the Democrat agree with them, health insurance will raise 100%. That's why they won't go to the table, guys. They are really fighting for us because Republicans have proved over and over again they don't care whether the government shutdown be happen or not. They was going to let it happen way back when the Democrat was in charge. They was going to let it happen. They was not coming to the table to agree to nothing until the Democrats say, okay, what y'all want? What y'all want? Okay, we're going to give y'all that. What else y'all want? We just want y'all to come to the table. See, that's the difference. That puts me in the mind of something that I can't talk about anymore, how we got a right side and a left side, how the right side is so forthcoming and giving and apologizing and understanding. And it's just like what our government is just the same way. They fighting against each other. One side want it all. One side want, be always the one to give. And the other side just take. It's really crazy. Let me see some of your comments. I saw, hey, Mookie Boo. Let me see where I start because I want to make sure I get all of your comments. Okay, so that's where we started right here. Sheila saying he's trying to run for a third time. Yep. He always want to break rules. That is unheard of. It has never been done before. LaWanda say liars. Marianne Watson say, I'm sick of 47. Girl, we just in the first year. We're just in the first year. Marianne Watson say, big liar, LaWanda. LaWanda say, the president can only serve 2 terms. What the H is he to change the rules? Yes, yes. Princeton Strickland said he just for the rich, and I pray that he gets voted out. Lisa Clark said, today I bought a family of 3 dinner. My daily prayer to God is to use me for his glory. Come on, girl. He always make a way for me to do it. God is so amazing. Yes. Nikki G said, because some people believe anything. Tracy said, my brother said he blamed the Democrat because Democrat won't agree to let go of Obamacare, so it resulted in shutdown. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Let me tell you something, brother of Tracy. And I don't know everything, but do you know that number 47, he do not like Obamacare. He want to change it to Trump with his name on it. But he don't want to get rid of anything that's under Obamacare if he can stamp it with his name. Now, when Biden was president, it was this thing going on that Trump want to make Obamacare something about Trump. What was it, guys? Can anybody remember what Trump wanted to name Obamacare? So he wanted to keep everything but the name. That's how good it is. That's how good it is, brother of Tracy. So do your research. Go find out what I'm talking about. And if you want to join the chat and come on and get with it, and let's talk about it, let's do that. So it can't be all bad if Trump wants it. He just wants his name on it. He wants his name on it. Lynette say, LaWanda, he wants to change the rules. Yes, everything. Everything. He wants to change the rules. That's his problem. That's his problem. Do y'all know he's talking about getting his face put on something like Mount Rushmore? He said it jokingly, but now he's seriously talking about getting his face on a mountain or a rock or something. And he was talking about adding his face to Mount Rushmore. Do y'all remember that? He's serious. He said it as a joke, but he's serious. He wants to change the rule, but can't because it would take somewhat of 20 years to do so. That's amazing, Lisa Clark. Starburst Sister 8 says, if the Democrat agree with them, okay, health insurance will go up. Mookie Boo say, hey, beautiful granny. Hey, beautiful Mookie Boo. Hey, everybody. Hey. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. Starting with Pierre. Hey, Pierre. If the Democrat agree we won't be able to afford insurance, your out-of-pocket costs will increase. Orange Head is very sick with health issues. Yup, says Sheila. Somebody's gonna tear that rock up. Yes, honey, yes. Yes, so I just wanted to touch on that. I want people to know that from where I'm sitting, the Democrats always giving. They always trying to make it happen, make it work. They always thinking about the people. That's true. The Republicans are a tough party. They always want everything to go their way. They want to take everything. They want everything to be how they want it. They don't want to give anything. That's why we're at this government. We're at a stalemate. And we're all already, I think somebody said 28 days in. I can't remember what they said. But is it 28 days, guys? Haven't been that long? But they still not willing to do what they're saying. They're not going to do anything to the Democrat move. And the Democrat always move first. And we just, as for the people that support the Democrat, we just want them to toughen up. Stand on what you stand on. It's some people is going to suffer regardless, whether you all go back to the table or not, because 47 will continue to push the envelope. We'll continue to break all the rules. We'll continue to do whatever he's big and bad enough to do, as long as the people allow it. And I will leave it right there. Honestly, you have to be a unalive president to get a spot on Mount Rushmore. Well, I don't think that he knows that, honestly, Brother Mike. That's the problem. Whatever we think is normal, he wants to change it and make it different. That's so true. That is so true. So listen, guys, thank you all for joining. Granny's getting kind of hungry now. I got to go find something to eat. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Inspirational Morning. Thank you guys for getting me to 85 likes. If I got 15 people, if I have 15 people in the bushes that want to hit the like button for me, please do so at this time. But I know you guys will hit it as you watch this live, because it was very educational for people that don't know the meaning of Halloween, for people that want to know about the good cooking. People want to know what's going on with our government shutdown, how we feel about that. And yeah, just good, wholesome conversation is what we're all about. Good, wholesome, grown people, grown-up conversation. Just want to get along and just have good, wholesome conversation about everybody and about what's going on in the world. Okay, guys? So listen. Sheila said, good night, everybody. Good night, Sister Sheila. Thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. We're at 87. We need about 13 people to hit the like button. If you haven't, guess what, guys? I don't know whether I hit the like button, so let me see that I hit it. And the rest will come later. Thanks, everybody, for your gifts. Somebody sent me a Cash App today, guys. I have not checked it, but I did hear it go off, so I would definitely check it, and I would give you a proper appreciation. Thank you on tomorrow. Okay, guys? So we're at 87. If I can round it off, guys, to 90. If I can get 3 people to hit the like button and get us to 90 so we can end this live, we're at 88. 2 more people to get us to a round off number of 90 so we don't have to end it on an 88. So do we have 2 people that have not hit the like button yet? Okay, thank you, guys. So thank you. We can just stay there. I love you guys. I will see you all later. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, chat. Thank you, sisters and brothers. Love you guys. Later.